Opening a CSV document under SPSS is a very easy task using the SPSS menu, and I'm going to show you how to do it with an example, and it's going to be really short. Let's imagine that here we have downloaded a file named ESS1, and we can double click and opening it under Excel. So it takes a bit of time. Yeah, it's done. Our CSV file is open. So just have a look at the data, and there's actually three things we need to be careful about. First, just look at the first line and be sure that the names of the variables appear. If it's the case, don't forget it. If it's not the case, you will need to code to give a name to the variables by yourself. Here you see that the names of each variables appear. Okay, that's the first thing you need to look at. A second really important point, it's looking at the separation between each columns, between each variables. So here, if you have a careful look, between each variable, there's a comma. Okay, a comma separates each variable. It's not always the case. Okay, so be really careful about that. And a third thing you need to be careful about, it's the separation within the variable. So here you see that we have one variable looking like a date, you know, it's the 8th of December 2016. And you see that the separation is actually a dot. Okay, so three things you need to look at before opening your CSV file under SPSS: the titles, the separation, and the separation within the variable. Okay, so now we can open SPSS, and for opening your CSV document, it's really simple. You just go on the menu, File, Import Data, CSV data. Okay, you select the data set. It takes a bit of time because SPSS tries to understand the database before you, but sometimes it doesn't work, so you need to do it by yourself. Here you see the first box, first line contains variable names. Yes, it is, so that's fine. Delimiter between values. It's not a tab. It's not a semicolon in that case, it's actually a comma, as we saw previously. And finally, the decimal symbol, it's not a comma, it's something else. So you select period. Okay? Everything looks fine. Be very, very careful about that. And you can open the dataset. It's going to take a few seconds. Yes. No, you have opened your CSV file under SPSS. But before doing any analysis or before playing with your data, what you have to be careful about is just being sure that everything looks fine. Okay? Here we see that we have a variable country, Great Britain, it looks fine. It's just a bit of common sense, you know, and basically you know your data. Here the gender, it's basically coded 1 or 2. Okay, it looks fine. And let's take a last example. The age here, 32, 29, 73. It looks like an age actually. So it seems that the CSV file has been opened properly. You see, it was very, very easy, but it can be dangerous, so don't be too fast.